This type of agriculture is called Pamphel hunba in Manipuri language, and it was called in English wet sown. There are three types of agriculture. Number one, wet sown. Number two, dry sown. And number three, transplantation. Transplantation type of agriculture is very good, but there are so many problems of expenditures for poor agriculture farmers not doing so. Easy type of agriculture, the so-called that Pamphel hunba of Kumbi of Manipur state, it was being conducted from ancient times. Most of our forefathers and most of the farmers use this type of this nowadays, and more productions of rice we find that now. It is very easiest type of agriculture. We know that now in muddy waters, I mean that fecal waters, well rinsed by a power tillers after 2 days or 3 days after condensing of that fecal waters, I mean that muddy water. After that we sow spotted rice into waters. This type of this agriculture, easy way how to sow is that in our hands, we know now these fingers and thumbs, using that handful of the rice is at the time of this scatter, we use these 2 hands of these fingers now. 2 fingers, I mean that now. Using that we can sow very easily. And one thing we know that now, most of farmers of Kumbis are busy, very busy for that wet sown. I mean that Pamphel hunba is doing for that, because type of this agriculture spotted waters after taking in a basket. Now this spotted rice in this basket, we collect that and we scatter after taking handful of rice using of these 2 fingers. One is a thumb, other one is index finger. In this, at the time of this, we have to run of this in these areas. Now let's see how to do Pamphel hunba of Kumbi, and I mean that now how to do according to the style of this Pamphel hunba at the time of scatters, using of these fingers, index fingers and thumb together. Now we scatter. Distance between of these 2 rises with wide and narrow to fold. It is an easier ways of the style of this agriculture. Now you see, we need to learn and to subscribe to give comments for next videos coming to you now easily. And then after this, now in this beds full of water, I mean the brim of waters in these beds of this area, and we know now this type we throw very slowly, and the slight transplantation instead of this man can do very easy ways of style of agriculture. Distance between of these 2 rises we can fold far and distance like this. Now in these systems of this agriculture, we need again to learn in the year of this 2022, and then after this, most of these field of Kumbi now they are very busy for this agriculture. Muddy waters after 2 days or 3 days well condensed and sealed of that now. When germinated seeds grow easily, and others weeds are also we till it very well by using a power tiller of any type of these tractors using now. That is, it is very well harrow type, harrow with plows, and the latabators are also used according to that of the farmer of Kumbis now. Please learn more about of this agriculture type. We mean that now. Please like and subscribe my videos next coming to you that now to acquire knowledge in connections with education type of agriculture of Kumbi, Manipur states. These areas of this field we know that now Mayang loukon. This type of this agriculture we know that now Pamphel hunba in Manipuri language. In English we know that wet zones. Sport rice are thrown into waters and it grows after some days. This height of this rice, after 2 weeks, we find that half feet, I mean that 6 inches now. Because of heavy rainfalls this year, this rice of these plants are underwater because of that inundations. And one thing we know that others of my fields, next to that of the fields, we find that underwater it will grow next by next, and after some days to dry, to drain that about these water levels. Now the water levels of this now adequate. Urgent request to fertilize of this now relevant authorities of government side, I mean that agriculture department and others minister will distribute freely. Don't use pata number, and the others means for that of this life of these farmers to save. I mean that now don't use pata number to steal in urea 1 bag for that. The price of the urea is very little amount, but why do you use pata number? That is wrong sense, no meaningless. I mean that now, no meanings. I mean, after all that now, this stage of this we need to add fertilize, otherwise we cannot adequately to up growth of this full place of these rice plants. Now I see from that of this report to that to all the farmers of Kumbi and as well as Manipur state, the type of this agriculture of this Pamphel hunba, according to our forefather of Kumbi, they continue still today. This is easy ways of agriculture till now. Transplantation systems of agriculture quite extravagant, not happening once again. We need again easy ways of methods for agriculture. We know that Pamphel hunba, these field areas we know that Mayang loukon. Mayang loukon means Mayang means slopings. Loukons means not plains. I mean that now Mayang means just like this joys of this house having that slope from southwards to north and east, and it slope like this again. That's why we know that Mayang loukon means in Manipuri yang panba. Yang panba means house of this Maitai having yang. From that of this Hawaii Pokpi hill that is sloping towards, I mean that sometimes north, sometimes to the east like this again. That's why we know that this called Mayang loukons. According to that of this meaning, we need again to know name of these fields according to our forefathers, how to the names of these areas of these fields. This rice adequate fertilizer will be required now. That's why relevant authorities of governments, any departments of the agriculture, you are informed that soon distribute urea, some bags to all these farmers. What is the meaning of that? Using pata numbers, you need not again to use pata number for agriculture. You need again for more helpful and more supporting for that of the agriculture departments. You need now to know for this. All lookers of all subscribers, I thanks for looking my video, and I request you that for next videos to see and support me. Thank you all.